Welcome everybody. This is season 3 kicking off here for the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. And tonight we're going to have a clash in the last great Coliseum. It's going to be the Bristol dirt track for our Pro Series drivers. And many of you may have tuned in on Tuesday for our Pro-Am race. And that's greatly appreciated. But tonight we're going to see the pros take it on. And should be getting a join message here pretty soon for the wall bang qualifying that we're going to be bringing you all. So just hang around, and whenever I get that join message, we will go straight into the qualifying, where we're going to see them bang it off the walls of the Coliseum to try to get the fastest lap possible. So yeah, and all this is taking place in sliders tonight too. So, and this is just the clash. Next week we will start our season at Atlanta. So make sure you're subscribed and tune in to catch both those races next week on Tuesday and Thursday. But I'm just as excited as anyone else to get season 3 underway. Hang tight, everyone. We'll get qualifying underway. Alright guys, so we're just waiting for that join message and we'll get qualifying underway. I'm sure they're just trying to get a clean lobby together. Yeah, SKU car is going to be over there SRXing. So yeah, if y'all are checking out Ruthless Racing here tonight, make sure you tune in over there to SKU car afterwards to catch up on any SRX action you might have missed. I know that's what I'm going to do. This event shouldn't take very long. Should be plenty of time for anybody who wants to catch the SRX main event. Should be plenty of time to do that. I know that's what I'm going to do. I'll be watching SKU car for all the heat highlights, and then should have plenty of time to catch the main event on ESPN. That's why SKU car's the GOAT. Anybody who is here, you know the drill. Like the stream, please. And if you're new here by chance, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of this awesome action right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And we're getting the join message. Alright, so this won't be a very long race at all. I think there's going to be one pit stop that you'll have to make. And it's rather strategic on when you should make that pit stop. One Fast Bean actually ran out of gas and lost the race Tuesday to Rico Reckless. And that's right, we're getting ready to tune in here to Bristol Dirt Coliseum. And it's going to be wall bang qualifying. Thanks to everybody who's joining. Just one more time, make sure you lock the stream. You know, if you're a regular, you know that's what to do. For anybody who is new and maybe don't know about us, make sure you subscribe. And we'll see everybody take off and chill out. And then we'll get wall bang qualifying. And maybe, yeah, they're probably just going to space out and go at it here. Right, so we are chilling out here. So we got typical 5, Kenrod, new driver here for us in the Pro Series in the 7. Dunlap's back in the 9 once again. There's Big Ben, he's back in the 45. We've seen him drive the 19 before. There's Track Bars, another new Pro Series driver in the 22 Ford. And then some people know as Billy Holcomb, but Speed Clinic here. I still refer to him as Billy most likely in the 4 Harvick car here. I think he has done that. Dude, he has like an old 2020 account and a next gen account to avoid all the freezing and stuff, which can't blame him. G-Dog, he is back for season 3, and he will be one of the originals along with some of these other guys. Not a whole lot of guys though that have made a start in every season, and G-Dog is one of those guys. And then of course Hollywood in the 31 leaf filter car, Ruthless Racing Series only. Alright, so Kenrod's out for the wall banger. There we go. Alright, got somebody else out on the track there. Got Dunlap out here. He's going to try to put a wall banger down. See what Billy's got. Alright, wallbang qualifying looking pretty good so far. G-Dog now, he's out to hit the walls of the Coliseum here. He's going to miss the wall this time around. Probably try to gain up a little bit of speed before he goes all the way in on it here. He's actually just, I think he just qualified for real. Typical Kenrod. Dunlap has spun it, I think, maybe. Who else is wallbanging here? What's going on? Typical down pit road once again. Maybe we had some wrecks and just wanted to get the track cleared up for a few more runs. Alright, cool. We'll see Track Bars take off. Once again, thanks to everybody who's joined us here. This is the Ruthless Racing Pro Series Clash taking place at Bristol Dirt. Right now we're witnessing wallbang qualifying, where basically anything goes qualifying. Let's see Hollywood try his hand at it here. Look at him, he smashed that wall. Holy cow. I don't know if that was beneficial or not. Typical put a good smack on the wall there. Let's catch him overhead here. Boom. Now that might be a good lap there for Typical. Hey Rico, there's your Tuesday winner there in the chat. Give him a congratulations. Kenrod went back out to try it again or something. Alright, I think everybody's ran their wall banger lap, so we're just going to witness a little bit of wreck fest. Oh, see? That's how we end the qualifying sessions here in Ruthless Racing. We do like a wreck fest. You can see everybody. Just the 45 gets absolutely hammered. I'm pretty sure he's now a permanent part of the pit wall. There's just a Jordan emblem on the end on the pit wall over there now. Somebody got pitted. Billy, I believe. Oh, Todd. Todd's going to get Hollywood, and then I think Dunlap absolutely ended his career there trying to get Hollywood. Oh, here we go. Little car-on-car action. And another thing is you know, they're holding each other accountable for not running another fast lap by doing this as well, you know, wrecking people and stuff like that. That's true, Rico. I did lose my voice a little bit there during the COVID days. But I think we're all back, and I hope some good, exciting stuff happens so I can put that voice on display. Alright, so qualifying is now over, and I probably should have left the lobby prior to that, but I didn't. So they'll just have to deal with it. But this way, I'll actually get to see who got the pole. So, alright, who got it? Dunlap got it. How about that? Old Dunlap getting it done for the pole. Second going to go to Typical, and third to Billy. So I'll leave the lobby and they'll let me know when to join back. But there you have it. That was your top 3 I was able to show you. You could go back and look at that like I'm going to. 4th was Kenrod. 5th went to Big Ben. 7th to G-Dog. And surprisingly, Hollywood was 6th. G-Dog 7th. And then 8th was Track Bars. Hey, what's up, Roy? Ruthless Nation out here, loud and proud tonight for the start of Season 3 in the Pro Series. We're just waiting for that join message again, and then that will be the main event taking place right here to be 3 stages of Bristol Dirt, 25% main event. And if it all goes green, it still won't be that long of an event. I imagine that will be done by 9:30, interviews and all. So yeah, anybody who, like I said earlier, anybody who wants to catch up on SRX later, make sure you subscribe to SKU Car to check out anything you might miss over there, because that's what I'm going to do before I catch that main event later on ESPN. But right now we're going to go Season 3 dirt action in the Coliseum down in Bristol, Tennessee, to get Season 3 started here for the Ruthless Pro Series right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And once again, I want to thank everybody who is a subscriber here. Over 1,300 of you guys now, and I couldn't be more thankful. So thanks to everyone who has pressed that subscribe button. And once we get this join message, alright, join again. Good deal. Hopefully we didn't miss the beginning there. I just now got the join message. It said 1 lap in, but that usually doesn't happen. Shout out to Typical 30. Actually, we got a caution already on the start of the race. I go back and look on the stream, and I actually called that. I felt like there would be a caution right at the beginning, and they didn't even finish a lap. Maybe they done that on purpose. Alright, so here we go. Typical streaming for us. Appreciate that. Alright, so we didn't really miss anything, so we're going to pretend that this is the first lap of the race. Season 3 is now underway here from Bristol Dirt. It's the clash in the Pro Series. Let's enjoy this awesomeness that is the Dirty Coliseum. Alright, welcome anybody who's joined us. Hey, we're just now getting started out here, so nobody didn't miss anything. Think Typical's going to be your Season 3 champ? That's possible. We got him on the screen here, back-to-back Ruthless champions, Season 1 and 2. Season 2 for the Ruthless Racing Series. We split up into a Pro-Am and Pro Series. So Season 1 was the Pro Series, but it was our only series. So, yeah, typical two-time Pro Series champion. And we got some guys getting all out of whack back here. Look like Dunlap, our pole sitter, he has dropped back quite significantly here. Thanks to Typical for that stream once again. So we got 9 laps remaining here in stage number 1 for your Clash. And the winner of this Clash will receive a $10 PSN card. Typical, you know, he racks up on the incentive races that Ruthless holds on. Congrats to Dunlap on grabbing that pole. Not sure if that's if this plays into the Mina Peach Pole Award that we'll be doing this year. It's the MinaPeach.com Pole Award. Anybody wants to check out MinaPeach.com, MINIPEACH.com. I think I said mini, but I mean no. It's MINA. MinaPeach.com. Apologize. Thanks to everybody who's watching out there. Make sure you like the stream. Looks like we got some stuff going on up here in this pack. Hollywood already got a lot of damage on that nose as he's going to battle Dunlap here in the 9. Hollywood down there in that 31. This G-Dog here, he's moving up the field a little bit. He's putting the pressure on the pole sitter for tonight's event of Dunlap. 22 of Track Bars is right there. We got a good group of 5 cars running right here with one another. So we got 2 to go here in stage number 1. Probably 1 to go now. See Typical getting a little bit loose here. So Typical is trying to wind down the laps here in stage number 1 and see if he can become victorious once again in another clash here for the Ruthless Racing Series. We have ran clashes at the New Hampshire Roval, now known as the Ruthless Roval. Here now at the Bristol Dirt, you should see Ty takes stage 1. I think Billy's going to take 2nd. Kenrod going to go to 3rd. Check it out here. Yep, this is going to be Typical, Billy, Kenrod, Hollywood, and Dunlap. Your top 5 G-Dog, Track Bars, NASCARillo, and Big Ben rounding up the field here in your clash. And we're supposed to have a quite a large field of drivers here. Not everybody making it here to our clash event, unfortunately, but it's on them. They can miss out on possibly winning a PSN card. But nonetheless, that was stage number 1, belongs to Typical. And looked like Billy was running quite well there at the end of that stage. Track Bars is going to move all the way up to the front here in that 22. So we'll see what this restart comes down to. Here we're at stage number 2 in the Clash Season 3 for the Ruthless Pro Series. A little bit of a wall bang there out of our friend in the 7. Oh, Typical is around! And that looked a lot like Larson's wreck on Bristol Dirt this year, huh? I don't think that's going to bring out any manual cautions. Wasn't sure if they're... Oh, the 22 is right into the pit wall. I mean, he just split that engine right down the middle with the end of that pit wall. And we called it. That was brutal. Oh, no, Big Ben's around. And that brought out the caution. So game-initiated caution is out for Track Bars and Big Ben, both splitting the engine blocks. That was something. That's right, Atlanta next week. There, Rico Reckless. It's going to be a great start to the season. Season 3 of Ruthless, second season for the Pro-Am series, but overall Season 3 Ruthless. And yeah, so it's going to be awesome to get kicked off next Tuesday for the regular season at Atlanta. It's going to be something. It's a very fast race. But this caution seems like it's taking a minute. Alright, so we're back to it now. Typical goes way back. Kenrod there in the 7. He is going to be on your point for this restart as we get going once again here from Bristol Dirt. Got a couple touching that wall. We got 9 laps remaining. Typical once again way down there in the dirty. 22's around. Track bars just can't stay off that pit wall. Him and that 45 has just permanently etched themselves into cement, literally. Nascarillo out here changed numbers on us this year. He's going to run the 16. Oh, getting Typical all bent out of shape back there. I like this dirt racing thing we got going on here for the Clash. We'll probably run this as our Clash until something else arrives. Maybe a new game with actual Coliseum or something one day. Kenrod, though, asserting a little bit of dominance here as he grabbed onto the point and has not looked back since this restart. As we are down to 6 to go here in stage number 2. Built.com Chevrolet for Kenrod looking real good. 5 to go now. Kenrod way off down into the not so good part of the track. I'm going to try to get on board with Billy here as he has run a very consistent second this whole time. He finished second in stage number 1, the Typical. I think we might see him run his consistency to the front here. He just needs to catch Kenrod up there. He's getting tight up into that wall. Oh, they're both up into the wall. So no damage there for Kenrod. Billy did cut the gap here just a little bit. As we're coming down 2 in all. It'll be 2 to go at the line this time in stage number 2 here for your Ruthless Pro Series Season 3 Clash in the Coliseum. Got 2 to go. Kenrod getting tight and real close to that wall here and getting up into the fluff, I guess you would call it, in the top part of the track. That is the better part to run. To my knowledge, Kenrod, though, he looks like he's getting tight there as we go to 1 to go here in stage number 2. And Hollywood here, he's making a statement as he's going to get up on the inside of Billy and he's going to try to take over second place before this is all said and done. It looks like he's going to try to make that pass and get the slide job in off the corner, but Kenrod going to be victorious here in stage number 2, I do believe. And that'll move Hollywood up to second. So what a stage finish there. Dunlap also looking real good. After falling off from the pole position early on. So it'll be Kenrod, Hollywood, Billy, Dunlap, and Typical in your top 5. G-Dog, Nascarillo, Big Ben, and Track Bars rounding up the field. So here we go. Stage 3 going to be about 24 laps. And I guess you can make that pit stop now and make it to the end. See some tire pressure adjustments and things of that nature going on over on the Typical stream. That's right, someone else could run out of gas here. Could see that happen. Once again, thanks to everybody who's out there watching us here this evening. Make sure you like the stream, share with anybody that you may like, and go to the pinned comment and join the Discord, getting that fan chat. Nonetheless, Dunlap back up to the front for stage number 3. So let's see if anybody's going to run out of gas here. Hollywood calling the dub, and he goes out to the lead early here in stage number 3. We got some beating and banging going back through here. Typical with a very good stage 1. He now is looking at some very rough implications as he goes wiggling through the 4 and the 7 there getting together. There's Billy and Kenrod getting together as they're still getting together back here. These guys are really putting short track and dirt racing all in one package here. It's typical. A lot of guys, when they're coming down that straightaway, they tend to get loose coming up here on entry. You see Typical gets overtaken once again by Billy, moves back to 5th position once again. Dunlap hanging on to 2nd best he can. As Hollywood, you know, he called the dub tonight. He said, I'm not paying out any PSN cards. Last season we did Daytona duels. That's what we did. So Hollywood is well enough your leader, but we got a lot of action going on right here for like 3rd through 5th. As the 4 of Billy is just ticking off the distance between him and Dunlap in 2nd. Nascarillo hanging on to that low side as he forces everybody up the track, tries to level in behind. Typical off the wall real hard, going to get a friendly bump here from the Camaro behind him. Hollywood here putting a little bit of gap on the field. So I'm going to jump over there to the Typical screen and see how many laps we got remaining. Dunlap hanging on to 2nd, really good as he touches the wall a little bit there. We got 15 laps remaining, and remember, someone could run out of gas here if they didn't pit. A lot of strategy went into this one. Here goes Billy in for maybe, I'm not sure if he meant to pit or not. And I think that's going to end his day. I think he got pitted, and I think that ended his day. Unfortunate there for the 4 team. Was a top contender this whole time. Hollywood still putting the dust between him and the rest. See the 7 of Kenrod getting all out of shape here below. G-Dog gets him up into the wall. Big spin for the 17. 22 is going to go down and miss him. And 17's not going to be in good shape trying to get back going here. It's a tough track to get going, back going, as you see the leader of Hollywood coming up on him here. Should just be seeing him go up to the outside. Oh, that was interesting. Not sure if we're going to have a caution here or what. At the line, we'll see if this, oh, we got another one around. That's going to be the 45 of Big Ben. See Hollywood take some of that leaf off the side of his car. 17 around, a G-Dog still again out here on the apron of the track. Probably just never really got it back going. It is, once you get out of the groove, it is tough to get back right. Here's Typical putting some pressure on Dunlap now. We got a good battle for 2nd. We completed 55 of our 62 laps now. Oh, big wreck here between the 9 and the 7. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What in the world? That brings out the caution. The 9 just backed straight up into the 7 here. I'm not sure what happened. When the 9 just spun out, he just, yeah, on the replay there. So that brings out the caution. And that ruins Holly Dub. Yeah, that ruins the Holly Dub idea. Yeah, he's going to have to put the gap back on the field here to get this one. He's going to have an amazing restart. He's going to be like Tony last week at Eldora in the SRX series. All right, so Dunlap, unfortunately, puts his day. Oh, we got a spin already on the beginning. That's a 45. Once again, just not having his day here. Typical now back out to the front, and he's going to be challenging for that win now. Oh, big wreck here before the 5 and the 31, battling for that lead, and that's going to bring out another caution. Holy crap. So that PlayStation card is really putting some friendships in order here. This is going to bring us down to NASCAR overtime, Ruthless overtime, for our Bristol Dirt Clash. How about it? Get an OT race, first thing of the season. All right, Ruthless overtime for the for our Clash in the Coliseum. Typical and Kenrod up on the point to try to see who can get this done. All right, let's go. It's Ruthless overtime. 2 to go. Kenrod battling on the inside. We're 3 wide for 3rd place. Oh, we're beating and banging back here. We got one around. We did cross the line. It's 1 to go, presented by Skew Car. If the caution comes out, Typical will be your winner. No caution has been thrown. Looks like Hollywood's going to move up to 3rd position, but it's not going to be enough, as Typical will be your Clash in the Coliseum winner. Once again, victorious in a Clash race is the 5 of Typical 30 RRS. Once again, shout out to Typical for the stream tonight and being the returning back-to-back champion. So looking to go with 3-peat this season. But the final results here going to be Typical, Kenrod, Hollywood, Track Bars, NASCAR Rillo rounding up your top 5. Big Ben, Dunlap, G-Dog, and Billy, after leaving the race, is going to end the field in 9th position. All right, so congratulations to Typical, Kenrod, and Hollywood. We'll get those guys in here, get them interviewed. Make sure you stick around to watch this post-race interview. Looked like a fun race out there. NASCAR the Great going to the Glen. I like to hear it. All right, Typical starts the season once again with a W. Same way he ended on a controversial one last season. Hollywood did run the fastest lap of the race. Late caution throws a wrench in everything, unfortunately. So we'll get everybody looked at here. Get over here to the Haley car where our 3rd place finisher Hollywood was driving. All right, we'll give those guys a tough break for Hollywood for sure. Thanks to everybody who's watching us here. If you haven't done so yet, please like the stream. Check the pinned comment. That's the Discord link for the fan server if you want to join that. Come in and get a little behind the scene of all the goofiness that goes on over there in the fan chat. And yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. We have diecast giveaways free of charge. And I'm about to start doing some NASCAR trading card giveaways as well. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of that when we go live. Fan chat's awesome. Join Discord if you want to. Give us one brief second, get our other drivers in here, and we'll get those interviews going.
Quick shout out to the guys that showed up tonight. Being Bristol Dirt and it not being a point race, and these guys still willing to show up and run the race. It shows me who cares about the league and who's invested in what we're doing here at Ruthless. Not that the other guys aren't as invested, but these guys took the time out of their day to come out and put on a show for Ruthless, our YouTube, and all our fans. So that's awesome for them. That's awesome to see them do that. So I just wanted to say that real quick before we get these interviews going.
Hell yeah, Hollywood. Thank you, Rico. I'm glad that you think the voice held up. I thought it did too. Kraken Racing in the house. How do you enter diecast giveaway? So we're not for sure when the next one's going to be, but there will be tons of information on how to do that when it happens. I promise. Um, Once again, just to reiterate what Hollywood said, yeah, thanks to all the drivers that showed up tonight. Put on this awesome show. We had, I think, up to 14 people in here watching tonight. So, and I think some people like the wall bang qualifying. But nonetheless, Hollywood finishes third. Late caution ruins the absolute dust bowl he had between him and the rest of the field. Kind of walk us through what that was like, and then the immediate restart after huge crash between you and the five. Just walk us through what the race was like, and then those two situations.
Yeah, we'll go through the race first. So, not a great qualifying lap. We were doing that wall bang qualifying, just trying to do something different, get a little entertainment for everybody. Everybody always talks shit about wall banging, but it's just something fun to do. So we kind of hit the wall wrong, didn't get a good lap, didn't really get a good qualifying spot. But the strategy for the race is you have to take fuel at one of the stops, under a caution, under a stage end, or whatever. So my plan going into the race was stage one, take tires and full fuel, make my adjustments. And then the way the fuel works out with these cars, you were getting about 35 to 37 laps. And so stage two plus stage three, it was 15 and 22, so that would be 37 laps. So I knew taking fuel at the end of stage one, you would be really close on fuel at the end. And I think that's what Bean did last night, or Tuesday night, excuse me. And that's how he ran out right there at the end. So my strategy was, get everything done on the stage one pit, and then stage two pit, only take a little bit of fuel. That way I could cycle out to the front and pass everybody on pit road. It worked out, but we had a caution in stage two, so I didn't even have to take fuel. I just fixed I think I had like a second of damage that I fixed under that stop. And then, so that cycled me to the front, and I knew that if I had clean air, that I was going to be able to at least hold off everybody. I knew Kenrod and Ty had really good cars. We've been practicing all week, so I know they were going to be up there. Luckily for me, Dunlap decided to stay out, so it put me on the top, which is the preferred lane on the restarts, and then kind of just drove off, and everybody was dealing with traffic and stuff, so I just got a lead early and continued to build on that with less fuel in my car and tires that were already worn in. Would have loved to see it go green. I called that shot right there in the chat because I kind of knew the strategy I was running, and it was set up for me. I could see what everybody was doing, But yeah, man, that first caution came out. I saw a couple guys spinning and no cautions, and it was like single cars, and I was really praying on it staying green there, but it didn't. So yeah, we got bunched back up, and then I don't really know what happened. Me and Ty were just racing close. I was kind of going to give him a few bumps. We only had a couple laps left there. I was going to try and make, the racing exciting, and we just got tangled up, and I got the worst end of the stick. So that's how it goes. The leaf filter Chevy was pretty good tonight. Felt like I was one of the fastest cars, if not the fastest. So that was cool. But yeah, man, pretty good exhibition race. Just for fun. These guys ran really hard, and it was cool. This track is really not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I know there's guys that say the dirt isn't their thing or whatever, but it doesn't really drive like dirt. You run that seam that's in the middle of the track, and it basically turns the car for you if you set your car up right with the sliders. So all in all, good stream Tuesday, good stream tonight. Great opener for season 3, and looking forward to Atlanta next week and the rest of the season as we get going here. So thanks for being in the booth, Stu, and thanks for everybody that watched tonight's race.
All right, good stuff there from Hollywood, league owner, race operator, is that you might be able to call him there. But we'll move on over. Kenrod here.
Yes,
Finishing
sir.
second tonight in that Built.com number 7 Chevrolet. Looked like you had a little bit of a rough patch there in the middle, kind of in the middle of the race. Got kind of shuffled back to middle of the pack, but you came back out there with the NASCAR overtime and the late caution to pull home second. Did you feel like you had anything for Typical at the end? And just walk us through your race and all that.
Well, I had a good race at the beginning, man. Stick with these guys, you're doing something. Anyway, so, I mean, I'm just proud to be here running with these gentlemen. I thank them for giving me the opportunity to run with them and show them what I can do. It was a good race. I thought I had something for Typical there at the end, but when he took off on that restart, he cleared me going off into turn one and didn't look back. He went up to the top shelf, and I dove it down to the bottom, and I probably could have laid into his quarter panel and come off, and it would have probably ended up putting him in the wall, but I don't want my first win to come like that. I want it to come clean. I want to race clean and everybody have fun. I had fun, and I hope everybody, all the viewers, had fun watching us.
Hey, they're having fun down here. They're having fun down here in the chat, so they definitely enjoyed the race. But yeah, Kenrod, I thank you for joining us here. Your first season in Ruthless, your first race. Looked like you came out pretty good.
Thank you.
So looking forward to calling these races that you're going to be a part of this season.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. All right, then over to a man that hardly needs any introduction there is Typical. Not only does he race in the Ruthless Racing Series, at this point I believe we sponsor his PlayStation account with all these PSN cards. So another win and another one of these special races that we run. Typical. How you keep doing it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything on the last part. I was reading the comments.
God, what a dick!
I'm so sorry.
He does it by wrecking the best part.
Oh
swear
yeah,
to God.
If you're faster than me, just know you're not finishing the race ahead of me.
I said not only do you race in our series, we probably now sponsor your PlayStation account with all these PSN cards. How you keep winning all these special events?
Oh, I don't know. If you're in my way, you're not gonna be in my way for long. So, and then if I get in front of you, I'm just gonna drive as hard as I can to pull away, so you don't get me back.
Season 3, a different tone there in the voice of Typical. I wonder what we'll see. What will we see?
That was a
Three-peat? Three-peat?
I don't know. There's a lot of new competition.
Hey, they say the big hitters call it before they even step in the box. So.
Nah, I'm not gonna be egoed about it. But yeah, there is a lot more competition here this season, and I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. But I'm definitely gonna be going for that three-peat.
Hey, there you got it. The man himself, back-to-back champion. Says he's going for the three-peat, but he respects that the competition we have added here for Season 3. But nonetheless, you're able to take home the Clash in the Coliseum on the dirty dirt of Bristol. So congratulations, Typical, starting off Season 3 with another win.
Yeah, man. Picked up where I left off, wrecking people for wins, so let's go.
I was just going to say that, bro. I was going to say you started Season 3 the way you ended Season 2, wrecking a teammate for the win.
Nah, come on. I was getting loose all race, and I corrected it. And
you're good, bro.
I tail whipped him into a wall on accident, but he definitely had that locked in if a caution didn't come out.
That was a good race, bro. Hell yeah. Good job, buddy.
That was awesome. Anything you want to add, Hollywood, before we wrap this up?
Just make sure you're tuning in next week. We got Atlanta races Tuesday and Thursday. Please join the Discord if you're interested in the Ruthless Racing Series. And if you're a dirt guy, we are in talks of putting on a dirt league. World of Outlaws just had a new update, so if you're one of the guys that plays on that game, get in contact with us. Again, just join the Discord, and if you have any questions, I'm on there and you can message me for that.
You heard it from Hollywood, folks. If you want to get involved with Ruthless Racing, join the Discord. You can ask your questions in there. We're in there. Be all good. But yeah, this is Season 3 has now kicked off with the Clash over. Congratulations, Typical, on winning. Kenrod coming second, Hollywood third. Thanks to everybody who raced. Thanks to everybody who joined, liked the stream. Got a lot of likes out there this evening, so thank you all. A lot of people talking in the chat. It's all good. So it looks like Season 3 is going to be a good one. Overall, make sure y'all go over to SKU Car that have been watching us and get caught up on the SRX highlights. I know I'm about to go watch the main event after I go catch up on the highlights. But nonetheless, make sure you tune in Tuesday, 9 p.m. Season 3 kicks off for the Pro-Am Series at Atlanta. It's going to be a good one. Going to have plenty of drivers in the field, so I imagine it's going to be wild down there in hot Atlanta. But without further ado, thanks to everybody. Make sure you tune in next week for the start of Season 3. And as always, rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.